Alright, hello everybody. This is a fast tutorial on how to encase mica in a simple bead. I'm going to do this fairly quickly because I guess I only have a few minutes, 10-15 minutes in which to put it on YouTube, and you all know me, I tend to chatter. So I have all of my rods preheated and I think we're going to be able to move fairly quick. I chose a different angle for this tutorial rather than from above because I wanted you to see how I encase the mica so that it doesn't burn out. Mica technically has no COE, so really in my experience you can put a lot in there. Some people have a lot of difficulty with a lot. They say that it cracks. I think that that's very possible, but I have found that using my technique I can really put a lot of mica in and encase it, and it comes out really pretty because it's very heavy and it's very sparkly. There are different qualities of mica. If you put so much in that there's air underneath them, the air is likely to cause things to crack. I'm choosing cobalt blue because I want this particular mica to show up. This mica is gold flakes that I got from Donna Felkner of CG Beads. I really like it, but it is not the only mica that I use. I just like it because it tends to really hold its color. One of the tricks with mica is you gotta work quick. You gotta have a plan in mind, you gotta have a shape in mind. Once you get the mica on there, you've got to be ready. So I'm using my rod warmer, which is off screen, you can't see it. I've already cleaned the tips of my rods because I want them ready to go when I'm ready to go. And this bead needs to be shaped and ready and hot to receive the mica. The mica won't stick to it if it's cold. So I'm just going to do a little bit of shaping here and there. Being that this is a technique bead, I'm not going to worry too much about the overall beauty of it. I just want a shape that will pick things up. Now, before I go for my mica, I'm going to get my clear ready to go. You really want to be able to move quick. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be super person to get it done. Just have things ready. Just be prepared. Alright, so my clear rod is ready. I'm keeping it warm. I'm getting my cobalt nice and glowing hot, and I'm going to go for my frit, or in this case mica. I'm giving it a good roll. You cannot put it back in the flame. If you put it in the flame, it's going to burn off. But you can keep it warm by keeping it nearby. And then you begin your encasing. I like to encase from the middle. See, I got a little close there and the mica started to glow. That told me to back off. Keep your mica underneath or above your flame, somewhere where you can judge when it gets too close to the flame. It will glow if it gets too hot, and that tells you back off. Otherwise you're going to lose it. It's going to scum up your clear, and away you go. I tend to constantly sneak it up and put it in, so I'm really dependent on that glow. Alright, so that side is ready. Cut off my clear. Now I'm going to do the other side. A lot of people start at one end and go that way. A lot of people they do stripes from the left to the right. There are different ways of encasing depending on the results you're looking for. In this case I started in the middle because I was hoping to kind of do the Indian summer bead effect. That isn't going to happen here. Really, that's good for stripes. But see, now that I've got it encased, I swirl it, and if there's anything not encased, it will glow. And I know that I've got to go back and put a swipe on that spot. And then start shaping again. Now don't get it too hot. If you get it too hot, the mica in there is going to cook. There's another spot that needs a little touch. Like I said, I'm kind of going faster than I would normally. So this is going to need a lot of shaping. I just wanted to show you where in the flame you've got to keep your mica beads. So bear with me. I think I've got everything encased. Well, there's one more. There we go. Good. Alright, so now we're going to cook this and get it into the shape that we need. I'm going to give myself a little more heat. Now that everything's encased, there's a lovely cobalt blue down there. My goal is to get the clear to start moving around, give me a nice shape, nice and smooth. The clear encasing will magnify your mica, which is really pretty cool, so it looks like you have more in there than you intended. I'm going to switch hands so that I can use a marver tool. I'm kind of going for an egg shape in this instance. There we go. Marvering takes time. You never get it the first swath unless you're extremely practiced. In this case, you can see a couple pieces of the mica glowing through there. That means they weren't covered. So what we're going to have to do is kind of get our shape and go back and cover that little area. I can see that as I rushed it, I didn't get that spot. That's alright. As I say in all my videos, that's okay. Just try not to create bubbles. Although bubbles can be fun. They have their place. Personally, when I'm encasing anything, I don't mind a few bubbles. I think they show that they're handmade, not machine-made. But obviously you don't want oodles and oodles of them. Alright. I'm not very good marvering from this direction. I am admittedly very right-handed. Drove my artist mother crazy. But I am left-brained, therefore right-handed. There we go, we're getting there. I'm going to give it another once over. I use the reflection of the torch on the clear of the bead to tell me where I have ups and downs that need to be filled. If I see any glowing, go back in and patch it. Seems to be the same spot over and over. I must have really not covered that spot. The trick is to just keep the mica out of the flame. There we go. Now, I'm going to straighten out my edges a little bit. I have a nice pucker on either end. Everybody loves their puckers. Took me a long time to get that pucker in there. That was a practice skill. Can be very tedious, but I made a lot of practice beads as I was learning how to do different things. I had boxes and boxes of practice beads, and I go back to them every once in a while and I giggle and chortle and wonder what I was thinking. If you get it too flat, keep the area up while angling down. Your glass will move down and give you your pucker back. You can also help by marvering it, which moves the glass back where you wanted it, so you get your pucker back. Now I'm letting it kind of cool down because I want to show you the end result. As this was just a practice bead, I did not turn my kiln on. I wanted to just have it so that you could see it fairly quickly and get the idea of how to put a lot of mica. I hope that shows up. And there's how you encase mica. This is for the pre-prepared stuff that you can buy in stores. This is gold colored. And I'm going to put that right into my fiber blanket and let it chill. Make sure there's no glow when you put it in there. Make sure it's hard enough to hold itself up. Normally, if you have a kiln, you can pop it right into the kiln. I use fiber blankets for a lot of my test beads because, you know, the kiln costs a lot of money to fire up, in my case. So, there you go. There's how you encase mica. Thank you.